Testing. 1, 2, 3. Yo, yo, yo. How does it feel to be the mayor of Swamp City? You know, they haven't given me the key yet. I don't think they give the mayor the key. But I'm going to complain about not receiving it either way. Is that appropriate? There we go. To press my gamer mode button on my keyboard, which just makes it so I can't press the Windows key or Alt Tab. The in-game setting for that in StarCraft actually causes some bugs on Linux, so I use a keyboard lock. Hey, Rizzy. But happy Monday, guys. How you doing? How you doing? How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing today?
What's going on?
Day. I actually took a nap. I took a nap, guys. Gotta admit, it was pretty nice. It was pretty nice. Katie and I got some stuff done around the house, did some laundry, got the dishes done. And then we just zonked out for 2 hours. Just got out of bed. She's off to work. I'm streaming. I got Monday Night Football on the side. Ready to check out whatever happens tonight. Feeling pretty good, honestly. I got my Coke Zero. I got kombucha in the fridge. It's a good night. It's a good night. And then when my wife gets home, we'll be able to watch Below Deck. So, as you can see, kind of balling out of control, killing it, as it were. It's good times. It's good times. This guy is a Protoss, so my assumption here is that the lack of a probe scout means some aggression, some aggro may be coming our way. So just being careful with the ramp, getting that blocked off as quickly as I can. Factory's not really vulnerable here. Have I ever used any of those water enhancers like Neos? You know, those are pretty great, honestly. Those are pretty great. I don't have anything bad to say about them. We had some, we ran out and we haven't replaced it, I guess. But we usually have something like that. I don't have a problem with drinking water, thankfully. I'm kind of crazy about my water consumption. It's like my secret to everything. It's just I just drink a lot of water. I've always been like that. You know, I'm the kind of guy who fixates on stuff. So, a long time ago, I found out that the answer to literally everything is just drinking water. Not to some disgusting, like, forcing yourself nastily degree, but just whenever you can, grab a glass. Just have some water when you can. You should always get it when you go to the restaurant, even if you're getting a cocktail. You should always try to drink half your glass before you leave. That doesn't sound like a lot, but, you know, it's so easy to forget to have any. You just want to have a little bit, here and there. And remember, If you feel thirsty, you're already dehydrated. So. Yeah, I'm an absolute hydration. You know, that's probably one of the biggest things. I think Katie will be okay with me telling you this. That's probably one of the biggest things I give her. I think it's like a known thing in relationships, though. Like the man is always telling the woman to drink water or something like that. I've seen some memes of that on the internet, but I get on Katie. Get on Katie about her hydration game. Not that she's bad at it, just that I'm. You know, I've got some issues. I've clearly got some issues. That's why they invent these $80 Stanley Cups, you know what I'm saying? They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Makes me think there's gonna be a stasis trap here. Guys, was Rudolph a system reindeer, or was he, like, actually talented, you know? I'm like, might as well shut down his blink. Happy Moon Day, Grimshank. Well met. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Oh, he was trying to get charge at the end. Wow. You walk 15,000 steps just because of your job? Dude, that's tight, man. Nice, nice. Yeah, I figured yesterday's games were really good, so I should try again. Figures I should try again. Keep things interesting if I can. How we like the lighting here? How we doing here? It's a little warm. Make it a little mellow. My light lets me fully adjust it to any white point. My camera also allows me to do so. We can go for the, you know, I got the Hollywood filter. I've gone south of the border. Oh no, now I'm in Toronto. Oh, color grading. Yeah, sometimes Nathan has too much fun with his toys. Anyway, great first game to start off. Yeah, I like the warmer tones. I think it's like easier on my eyes as well. The white light can be a little bit harsh sometimes. What is that sound effect? Is that the promotion sound? What is that's like this weird, like, musical? I feel like I've never heard that sound before. How bizarre. Do they have different sounds for each league? I feel like I've never heard that one before. That's kind of cool. What a time to be alive. Alright, we've got a barcode Protoss. I think the last one had a clan. So we'll see. See if this is the same guy. The quest for glory begins. Merry Christmas, Nate. Merry Christmas, Magic Turtle. Oh, Damn. He left his clan, probably. Let's see. Did he leave his clan? No! It was a totally different guy. Huh? Okay. Marinate Miss Yolite Sama. Mr. Sama. Marinate Miss to you as well, good sire. But no, I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun on the Korean ladder yesterday, so I thought to myself, well, I could do that again. I could do that for a few more hours. And you know what? My highest viewed YouTube short ever is no longer Brees Hall running it at 50-yard touchdown in Madden. It's now my Battlecruiser YOLO clip from this week. Or I guess it's Monday, so this 7-day rolling period to which I am referencing. Which only exists in the context of me answering this question. But just go with it, okay? Let's just pretend you all get it. Maybe? Hey. Within the last 7 days, there you go. Can I ask you a tech question, good sir? By all means, fire away. Fire away! What question doth thou bringeth? I saw your tag was Linux Gaming. Do you use it as a daily driver? I use it exclusively to play StarCraft. I dual boot with Windows 11. I turn my computer off, I go into my BIOS and manually load from this partition in order to stream StarCraft because of bugs that the game has in Windows. Just to be clear, I don't use it as my full thing. The only thing I have on it is Firefox and Steam. But you want to go more into back-end dev with data analysis, and you were wondering if you should daily drive Ubuntu. I mean, if you're developing for Python, it's not like you can't do that in PowerShell, but also, I don't know what platform you're targeting. Building stuff in Linux is nice because usually terminal stuff plays better with the operating system. So I would recommend you try it. But I would also say if you don't have any experience with Ubuntu at all, you could always try Windows Subsystem for Linux if your computer supports it, which would allow you to run an actual Ubuntu terminal inside Windows 11. So that could be a way to practice commands and getting to know like what the operating system can look like to use. But Ubuntu is pretty straightforward, and I mean this is like kind of maybe a dumb thing for me to just say, but if you've ever used like a MacBook or a Mac OS, a lot of people have used or borrowed or had an opportunity to try a Mac thing. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard to like figure it out. And most Linux desktop operating systems are going to be set up like that. So if you could figure out, if you were stranded in a room and the only way for you to survive, or you were going to be mulched into drywall or insulation, if the only way out was for you to figure out how to open a website on a MacBook, no matter how much you don't believe in yourself, I want you to know, I think you could do it. Okay? Can I just say that? Guys, I think you could do it. I think any one of you, if your life depended on it and you had like 3 hours to just click on the sidebar, the Safari icon, and go to like let's just say that there's a poster on the wall that has the link. It's just like www.openthefuckingdoor.com, and then it opens, and it's like, wow, you did it. You know, I don't feel like that's that tough. And you can do the same thing on Linux. And if you can do that, then you can open up ChatGPT or Claude or You know, one of my favorite things to mess with, if you're using any service that has, I guess they all have agentic CLIs now, but you can use them in your dummy Linux operating system while you're testing it and messing with it. Those things will run pretty much any terminal commands that you ask them to, even if they're not related to coding or development. So if you wanted to like put together your winget script or your apt setup for whatever applications you want to have and stuff, like you can do kind of fun stuff like that. So I had mine build like a winget PowerShell script just to download every application that I had on my computer that was available on winget, and now I just have that in case I ever have to reinstall Windows. Instead of going and downloading a bunch of different EXEs, I just run this script and it'll just get everything directly from the Windows repository, which is pretty sick. Hey, Pablo. But I'm just saying, I don't think the Mac OS interface is impossible for a person to figure out. That's why I made the SAW reference, okay? I feel like if you were in a SAW trap and had to navigate a basic Mac OS computer, I think you could. I think if your life literally depended on it, I think you could, which means, you know, if you ended up having to be on Ubuntu or like Linux Mint, I think you'd be completely fine. The hardest thing to do would be to figure out how to get versions of applications that would work on your system when you realize that they're not on there, which is very fair. Make sure to remove sudo RM. No.
Swap away. Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
Isn't that funny though?
But
But I've been using Ubuntu. I've been messing with Ubuntu and Linux-based OSs for a very, very, very long time. When I was like 15, I worked under the table as a fry cook at a dive bar. I made $5 an hour, and I saved up for like 2 months to get myself a $200 EEE PC from Walmart. So it had like a 9.2 or some shit screen. It was super small. Thing couldn't run anything, and the cheapest version of it didn't come with a Windows license, but you could sideload Windows XP yourself with a USB drive, because it only had a USB drive and no disk port. So it was like you see where I'm going with this. So I ended up sideloading Ubuntu onto it so I could play Brood War, because I couldn't get Brood War to run on Windows. I couldn't get Brood War to run on Windows with it. So the problem was the only Windows drivers the device had were for Windows 7, which complicated things rather significantly. So there were no Windows XP drivers, because I could probably run it on Windows XP, but there were no Windows XP drivers for the device. So I only had 7. I couldn't run Brood War with 7 installed on it. So I went to Ubuntu, and thankfully there were generic drivers that are available for like basically everything on Linux, and that more or less solved the problem completely. So that was it. And then the cool thing about Ubuntu and Linux and all of that was like one of my favorite things that me and my friends would all nerd out about. We would like brag about our setups. We would brag about like our rain meter setups and customization bullshit, etc., that kind of thing. So, you know, it's a never-ending competition amongst nerds to be like, oh, I found the most like efficient productivity tool or some other garbage, because we were using it for class, for our web design team thing that we did for the high school. So we just had you know, we were always comparing our rigs, and we would like give each other our old parts and shit like that. By that I mean everybody gave me their old computer parts, because I was the only person that couldn't get anything himself. But you know, kind of an is what it is situation. But yeah, that EEPC, bro, man, that thing I played a lot of games of Brood War on that. That thing ran Brood War on with wine on Ubuntu like a dream. It was so cool. Look at that. He had a Stargate and a Robo. Did he build an Oracle this game? I thought he built an Oracle the first time that we played, but I don't believe he built an Oracle this previous time. Look at that. Nice, nice. The reason Linux has DXVK is because of Nier. The guy just wanted to play the game. That doesn't surprise me. Yeah, and then Valve now pretty much funding the development of the full translation layer. It's good times. I mean, it certainly feels like it's not going fast, or maybe it does, but I feel like it's like, you know, we feel like we're so close to being able to fully switch it over for a daily driver. But I play games that use the anti-cheat, so if I used this as if I wanted to only be on this, I wouldn't be able to play Madden, I wouldn't be able to play League, I wouldn't be able to play Fortnite. So, and I like all of those games, so. You don't have TPM 2.0 on your laptop? Ah, yeah. Yeah, that's a thing too, I guess, huh? I upgraded to Windows 11 early just to try it, and I noticed that the volume mixer, when you specify programs to certain audio devices, it would reset a lot for me on Windows 10. It was my biggest problem with Windows 10, was the volume mixer just not holding settings correctly. And when I tried Windows 11, that worked perfectly. And I didn't really care about anything else because it didn't really end up impacting my day-to-day usage. So I just like that the volume mixer behaves the way I expect it to. And I don't have too much else to say about that. This StarCraft mouse jump thing where they like decoupled the pixels on the screen from being realistic or whatever. All this like relative variable stuff. Relative coordinates. Absolutely ruined how old games render mouse placement, and that's why this stupid mouse jump bug can even happen, you know? It kills me. You just gotta hope, like, the force multiplier that certain, like, LLM type, you know, tools can be. You just gotta hope somebody finds a way to leverage that to do, you know, more cool stuff. Get us some like Windows 7 updates. Create a new botnet of people who really want to still be using Windows 7, and I'll get hooked on that. Let's go. Why not? Why not? Philip Rivers coming out on the field. Yo, Valscro, what's up? What's up? We're dominating over here on the Korean server, having some fun tonight. You switched early on and you've had zero issues with it. Yeah, I haven't had any problems with it exactly. So I have it set to Windows 11 Professional, and maybe that's why I use like group policy stuff to turn off the automatic updates. And that's once you do that, once you do that, the biggest thing everyone bitches about the updates, you just go and do group policy. I don't even know. I think you can even set it in like registry editor on home edition. Once it's like, it's such a not difficult thing to do, but like everybody's always constantly complaining about the forced updates, and I'm like, my computer has literally never restarted on me out of nowhere. Unless I forgot that I was installing a special program. Yeah, Chris Titus's tool is great as well. And that can be run in PowerShell. So you can't really get it wrong. You can just save it as a text file. Yeah, Chris Titus's tool is great. That's another good one. Yo, Kick Killer, yo, yo, yo. Magic. Oh, Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman's jacket, his blazer looks nice. He's looking fresh. He's looking fresh to the death. I love when Roddy plays all morning and then I get to watch you all night. Oh. What a kind and considerate and thoughtful thing for you to say. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Nathan got an afternoon nap in today, and he is feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling toasty. Got some gardening done. Life is good. Barcode again. It's a different barcode. This one's a barcode Zerg player, so it's not the Protoss. I've played 3 different barcode Protosses today. But I have not played against a barcode Zerg. I did play against a barcode Zerg yesterday. He was very rude. He had a lot of very mean things to say. He didn't appreciate us as an opponent. And frankly speaking, I'd like to speak of him no more. But yeah. So I don't think we played this guy yet today. But it is a different barcode. Yes. I like to put a little tramp stamp on my own natural, you know what I'm saying? I like to let the boys know what I'm into right here. The lights flickering in the stadium behind them is terrifying too. I don't like that. Yeah, I'm feeling great. It was a good day. We'll see what this guy wants to do. He's gonna play it close to the chest.
Command Center 2.0 ready to go.
Should be a good Monday night game, though. Roddy. I miss my boy Roddy. Good guy. I hope he's well.
Add-ons finished.
You know, I think about the last time I was out there with all them. Back in, it was like, what, December 2021. December 2021. We were out in Sweden and that Pokemon 151 set had just first come out. And we were all going through the big-ass trainer boxes that Wardy and Kevin had both gotten. That set dropped mid-show. I think we did like a 2 or 3 day broadcast. Came out like the first night or second morning or something like that. It's good times. And then Demu just playing Age of Empires the whole time. The whole time. Talking about elephants. Talking about elephants. Talking a lot about elephants. Demu has a thing for elephants, in case anybody needed to know that.
Command Center 2.0 ready to go.
Yo, Olex. Yo, yeah, what's up, what's up? You know what it is. You know what it is. No, Nate, you don't need another engineering bay. You've already got one. You've already got one.
Your add-on is complete.
What the fuck? Is he AFK? Or is he just building hatcheries everywhere? Is he building hatcheries everywhere? It might be the angry guy. I guess it is him. I mean, usually they do make like 500 hatcheries all over the map when they do this, so. That's funny. Imagine if I had waited longer to go over to the other side of the map. It's pretty funny. I didn't wait too long. I just went command. The only reason I went command center first was because I thought he was going to proxy hatch me, because that's what the barcode did yesterday. It's you thermal playing his AFK build. Damn. Well, this interface doesn't show my APM. What a tragedy. We gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. Here we go, guys. Battle cruiser to end it. Wololo. Wololo. Alright. Are you satisfied? Was that good for you? Incredible.
Big Nate looking forward to another 61 months of memes and dreams looking good.
Yo, gassed up. What's up? What's up? Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate you. You did all that and he was AFK? Yeah. Yeah, well, again, I was like just ready for him to all in me, so I was like, I'm getting locked in on my opener. I guess I got a really good 5-minute practice run. I got a really good practice run for going command center first. That was pretty funny. I have to admit, he got me there. It was funny. Either that or he like slipped and hit his head on the desk while the game was loading and he's just laying there. I hope he's all right. I hope he's okay. I just want to be able to clear Iron Twins on one of the levels where I can get the tokens instead of just the essence. And I'm whining because this queue is killing me. But you know, the games are so much better. The game quality is so much better on this server. So I'm going to guess that the queue time that guy actually probably like searched for a game and then it was not taking like 15 minutes and then he passed out. That's my guess. Yeah, actually, yeah, exactly. Guy in YouTube chat, he just thought of that at the same time as me. Smart man. I like you. Fell asleep, he was still in the loading screen. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, he probably just passed out. He probably just literally passed out because of the queue. The queue is taking me long enough, but he might have been searching for a long time before I got on, so it's kind of funny to think about. Imagine having 7 trillion MMR. It would be cool. I would be fine with that, just to be, as long as we're all on the same page. That actually sounds kind of great. That sounds great to me. Sorry, I got Christmas on the mind. This queue's taking so much time. Good, 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 good. There we go. How can you get to 2000 plus APM? Is it the scroll wheel? It's my repeat delay. It's just my repeat delay. So on Ubuntu, you just go to settings, and it's under accessibility, typing, and you can set the repeat key rate. You can see that I have the delay, like, really, I might be too fast. I have the delay pretty short in that, so that's what I use.
It's time to kick things off.
In the rear with the gear.
I don't know if I just broke it. I gotta be careful. I might have just... It's possible I just raised it even further. I might have accidentally just gone Super Saiyan 4 here. Could shatter time. Good to see people still playing StarCraft. Bro, StarCraft is like such a great game. You know, my dad introduced me to it when I was a little kid. We were playing Diablo for a few years, and this was like another Blizzard game, and my dad just brought the battle chest home one day, and then eventually my friend's mom got him at the game because she apparently liked StarCraft. She was like, oh, Nathan's finally got a good game. Yeah, so then me and my friends just spent most of our high school playing StarCraft all the time. Mostly just playing custom games. Lots of lots of custom games, lots of like mass all units maps, sunken defense, spawn defense, cat and mouse, Residence Evil, Raccoon City holdout mission. Good times. Good times. But yeah, my dad got me on Diablo, and then we played Diablo so much. He was just like, this is just another game they made. It's pretty good. You like build a base and like kill aliens and stuff. And I was like, okay. So, but I'd also already played Age of Empires by that point. He got me Age of Empires when I was like 5. So it was like cool. I already kind of had some experience with that. I don't know what the I don't know what he's I should have SCV scouted. That's all I'm trying to say. Nathan is trying to say I should have SCV scouted, and I'm scared. I'm scared. There you go. There you go. See, I got it off my chest. We can all be open and honest with each other now, can't we? Can't we? River. Oh, I love it. I love he's just chucking the ball. Have I played Age of Mythology? No. I'm like nostalgic for Age of Empires and Bird War to some degree, but those games are both like in many ways painful to play and very slow. I find a lot of RTS games are actually really not that interesting gameplay wise. So, you know, StarCraft 2 I think is the best RTS ever made personally. And I say that solely because the controls are very tight, which means when I'm not fighting the controls, I must admit, I feel like I can take more ownership over my mistakes. Like, if you have to drive a car and the wheel is greased with bacon grease, like, I don't know how you can argue that, like, the person is showing more skill by fighting the bacon grease than simply displaying the full level of their true skill driving a regular. Like, wouldn't you want to know how good they are in ideal conditions? I don't know. It's a concept that's hard. It's hard to get across to folks. Yeah, some guy's speaking in Korean in my YouTube chat. Did I do it? Am I famous? Can you please tell Rumi, Mira, and Zoe that I love them? And, you know, that's it, actually. Thank you. 감사합니다. I am so supply blocked. Wow, what a tragedy. Nothing like this has ever happened before. Took all night to download Wings of Liberty. Oh my god, yeah. The patching used to be so slow, too. My computer sucked. My computer sucked when StarCraft 2 came out. Do you think I'm like playing his friend and his friend was like, is that the real Nathanias and that's why he's in my YouTube chat? Is this it? Is this how I build my Korean audience following?
Command Center 2.0 ready to go.
I've only got good memories in Korea. I'll say that much. It's a great, beautiful place. Best drink for Christmas? Julmust. It's Swedish. If you know, you know. Let's see, what's he got? I don't know if there's like any potential here for him to be trying to backstab me or waiting. Oh, okay, there we go. He's pushing out of his base now. Yeah, fight me. Well, boys, I think he's gonna kill me. I don't know if I can stop him here. I've got 3 battle cruisers on the way. Hold me closer, Tony Danza. All right. Is there a way I can slow down my death animation long enough that these battle cruisers finish and I don't actually die? Oh, 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 oh. They're coming. They're coming. My fourth is almost done. I have to say, I don't know if this game has quite been won. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Rev up those fryers, because I sure am hungry for some Krabby Patties. Heels, nails, blade, mascara. I think we got him. I think we did it, Reddit.
Your SCVs are under attack.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Woo! I said, ooh. Come on, baby, turn the lights up. What a game. That was fun. Jeez, bro.
Research is ready.
Could use me as a vice right now. That's all I'm gonna say. I didn't think we were gonna make it out of that one. I mean, here's the real problem though, right? Like, I still need to get out of my base. I've got no capacity to build additional battle cruisers. If he counterattacks me, I'm in deep donkey doo-doo. So, you know, none of that is great. None of that excites me. None of that, you know, it's not giving, it's not serving. So I need to try and create some pressure, so I'm going to get out there. I'm just going to hope that he didn't have like 3 bases already giggity going during that. But then we'll be fine. But I need tanks, so I can't just rush straight into more battle cruisers, which is tragic. Yeah, see, this was a little bit what I was concerned about. But this is actually not so bad, because I can get on top of him. Bruh. Absolutely crazy. Crazy. But this is kind of what I meant, though. I mean, this is tough. This is tough. Survive. Oh. You know, you turn me inside out. Bruh. What is that? Legends never die. Sorry. Wrong game. Wrong game. I've got 1-1 on the way. Let's try and get Widow Mines. Maybe that's the affordable lot. Maybe I'm trying to just leave my base, you know, but that's the hard part about getting attacked. He doesn't seem to know about this one, so let's just keep funneling. No, no, I'm sorry, I didn't say that. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Of course you knew about it. You're such a good boy. Of course you knew about it. Of course you knew about it. I never doubted you. Never doubted you. Not for a second. I believe the entire time, 110%. You've got it going on. Okay? Oh, look at you. Look at you. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. Look at that. Like a butterfly. Yeah, I jinxed it, of course. Of course I jinxed it. Oh. I just need to keep building battlecruisers and everything will be okay, right, guys? Can't go wrong. Literally can't go tits up.
Research has concluded.
Bam, bam. Oh, that's his armor, eh? I mean, taking this out would be pretty significant. You've bled the planet dry. Good. I want him to know it was me. Here we go. Please fly it into the turret. Thank you. Oh boy. Oh boy. Rip gamers. I think that's our last hoo-ha, hurrah. Sometimes it'd be like that. What a game. What a game. But you guys want to see, we gotta get the overlay. Hey, the Liberator, right? The Liberator was still alive too. I didn't get it. I didn't get the Liberator at the end. Feels terrible, man. I let you down. Like Michael Caine said in The Dark Knight Rises. You trusted me. And I failed you. Yeah, Remastered Terran. That's the one that shows it. Alright. Sometimes it's given to be like that. Ooh. Enjoy yourself, Grimshank. Alright, we got a game. We got a barcode Zerg.
SCV ready. Huh?
Yo, Pope Scythe. How did the last game end? Dude just got into Vikings really fast, you know? I never really recovered from that first attack. I never recovered from his first push. That's all. It was a rough game. I sniped his armory. I delayed his +2, but it wasn't enough.
Yep. Huh? Big job? What's going on? Ready? We hear you. Huh? In the rear with the gear. Big job, huh? Huh? Go ahead. Gotcha. SCV ready. Yeah, whatever. Bad news. What's going on? Go ahead.
It was a great hold nonetheless. Thank you. Thank you. Again, I've actually been having, it's been really nice. The Korean server has been really nice. These games these actually feel like real games again, which is really, really, really nice. It's my favorite thing about it. Very little to complain about. Yo, Chase, what's up, what's up? I got the game up on the side. Old Man River is looking good tonight.
Go ahead.
Cray cray.
What's going on? What's going on?
Alright, let's see what he's got.
This better be here with SCV ready.
Check the cargo box. See if this guy's AFK again. Oh, does not appear to be AFK again. In a cargo box.
What's going on? SCV ready. Big job, huh? SCV ready.
Right on. Do I ever go just Sky Terran? Yeah, I've been known to. I think I've been known to from time to time. Nathanias is something of a strategic, you know, what's the word? What's the word? What's the word that isn't too complimentary but gets across that I'm a specialist? Nathan is something of like a battle, of like a Terran sommelier. Is that fair? Is that too self? You know, we can tone it down. Damn. All right, San Francisco strikes back. So we've got a close game here on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a close game on our hands. The gamers are in fact gaming.
Your command center's got some new toys.
SCV ready. Huh? Big job. SCV ready. SCV ready.
Well, we won't play 7 minutes of a game against somebody who's AFK this time, so we got that going for us, which is nice. Connoisseur, yeah. I'm something of a Terran. I don't know. Connoisseur is like you could just be a pretty just thorough enjoyer of Terran, but I like to think that I have a pretty deep understanding of certain intricacies of how the units and stuff work that allow my strategies to be really good and very hard for other people to do. That's all. My strats are not for the faint of heart. I can beat some of the best players in this game doing some of the dumbest shit, but I absolutely don't think that any rando could pick up my builds and just start winning games with them. I don't think it's because they're overpowered, you know? I think it's because it takes a certain level of experience with the units to be able to do some of the things that we do with them. That's all. I don't know what the least asshole way to say that would be, but that's what I would say. It's like, it's the reason why I never lose to other people who go battlecruiser, you know? I'm not gonna go up against a Terran player that has a better understanding of how to use them than me. It's just not gonna happen. Yo, Heaven, thanks for the raid, brah. Merry Christmas, Hana Kwanzaa. Hope you're doing well, dog. I can't go through that, but thank you. Thank you for thinking of me. Boom. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect timing. Everything is set up. All right. I say we take these Hellions back out on the map. We try and create just a little smidge more pressure. Maybe we even send some Hellions with them. We're gonna need another command center. Just keep the wall together. Start building mines, because if he blindly goes air, having any number of defensive mines will be very happy that we did that, basically. Oh my god, yeah, that's a lot of roaches, Nathan. It's a lot of roaches. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Roaches galore. Yeah. So, do you got a plan? You got a plan for this situation, huh? Huh, genius Jigsaw fan guy who's all about his, 7 steps ahead bullshit. Huh? You got a plan for this one, Nathanias? Yeah. Yeah, see, the cool thing about my battlecruisers is that they're units that can shoot, so. Now, the only thing that sucks is I didn't realize I was supply blocked and one of them was this late compared to the others. I must admit, that does become a problem. Look how many roaches bro has. Isn't that like cray-cray though? I mean, you got to admit, it's a lot of roaches. It just is. It just is. His plan to drown me in the blood, the roach blood. He wants to know if he can suffocate me in roach blood. That's fine. I can deal. We can dig. I can game. We can ball with this.
You've depleted that mineral
Well, he almost made me fix my wall, but he couldn't quite get the factory, unfortunately. Oh, Yamato, I need that too.
You mined out some of your minerals. Add-ons finished.
D-Jax. I don't know, man. I don't know when I could get those battlecruisers out. Alright, well, let's see. Let's see if I can go out on the map. Go live my dream. It's me! Get another command center. Oh no, of course. Of course he shows up the moment. Yo, but the Widow Mines though, dog. The Widow Mines. As Caleris used to say, the Widow Mines. Oh, he had such a way. He had such a way of shouting Widow Mines. Love it. Love it. Love it like it, gotta have it. Those are the sizes of Coldstone, you better believe it. Ah. Boy, do I need it. I'm curious how a battlecruiser can teleport across the map without ability to see anything. Beautiful. That PF, yeah, look at that. You got that like Giga Chad music? PF is mewing right now. Damn. Wait, I could just go here. What am I thinking? Why expose myself to the horrors of the low ground when I can simply take more of my own base? Well, guys, I'll bet you didn't think I was still going to be alive this late into it, huh? Oh shit. He's coming, huh? What are you going to do, bro? What are you going to do? You can't run through that. You can't run through it. You don't got Vipers. I don't see Vipers on you, boy. I don't see Vipers. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, Mr. Barcode Reno? What are you going to do? Or balling. Let's see. I should probably get upgrades for the PF too. You know, he deserves to get a little pimp my ride action. Little pimp my ride action on that planetary. Oh yeah, you think you're just gonna get everyone one by one, huh? Yeah, you think it's that easy? Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Ho. Ho ho. Yeah, gotcha. No burrowed infestors. What exactly does he think this is gonna do? Another one. Look at that. He had 5 bases and left, bro. He like after he inserted 2 full supply armies into a actively running like blender, and I'm not just talking about like a regular blender, you know, I'm talking like a blend tech blender. That's as you guys are aware, those can be pretty powerful devices. So he meat grinded himself into that PF multiple times. No, I turned the camera off when I gotta grab my giant glass Nidus worm. You guys know that. Alright, trust the process. How are you guys doing tonight? Those were astonishingly bad attacks. I mean, you wouldn't think that one planetary could defend all of that. But the truth is, it couldn't. It was the fact that he was so aggressive that he ran up the ramp and he didn't realize that I had like 5 Widow Mines on the planetary. Can we all just take a minute here to agree that the Widow Mines around the planetary are what allowed that defense to work? I really don't feel like I'm reaching there. Can I get two points of credit? All right, please don't give me an F just because the guy played bad, just because he made mistakes. Okay, thank you. I appreciate getting credit for that. Mayo. No, he says. 안녕하세요. 어떻게 지내세요? No, I just said hello, how are you? There's a guy in the YouTube chat with a Korean username that's giving some good reactions. I love it. Should I scout? Should I put some effort into knowing what my opponent is doing? Or should I just wait for disaster and then complain and blame it on the first convenient thing? Ooh. Tempting. Tempting.
Go ahead. SCV ready. It's your dime.
Boom. Look at that. Fully walled off. Scout is out the base. Third command center is done. Well, on the way, you know.
What's going on?
It's been soft launched
Yeah, whatever.
on the idea board.
Bad news. SCV ready. SCV ready. Bad news. Sure thing. Ah. SCV
Move.
ready.
Might be pass interference. No, no. Spicy. Spicy. Scouting is for girls, but we already knew women were smart.
Got some new toys.
It's true. It's true. You can try to feign a projection of strength by pretending not to care. It's true, but it's actually counterintuitive to survival to do so, you know? It's tough.
Command Center 2.0 ready to go.
It's like a display of strength to pretend not to care about something. But then you leave the issue, right? And then it's like, you endanger everyone around you. It's not good. Then you're less manly, you know what I mean? When you create dangers for others, it's not good. You don't want to do that.
SCV ready. SCV ready. Huh? Ah. SCV ready.
What you got, girl? What's going on? Hydralisk Den. Early Hydra Den. I like it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
SCV ready.
It's gonna be a lot of Hydras early. I'm sorry, I can't read Hangul though. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming by. Pankasimnida. If I try to open up more of my Korean, I'm gonna accidentally say some Chinese because it's gonna get tougher. It's gonna get tougher.
Count is complete.
SCV ready. What's going on?
Can't remember what the word for student is. But yo, you need to know K-pop Demon Hunters is the shit. Love it. Big fans.
In the rear with the gear. Huh? SCV ready.
Well, we're gonna build a lot of battlecruisers this game, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're prepared. That's where this is going. Hey Nate, how is the new map pool? Do you like it? I actually do like it. I think it is more different than the last couple seasons have been. I think we've mostly had copy and paste maps for a few years, TBH. So I think this season has gotten us away from that in a good way. Like, for example, the fact that we had another 3-player map at all, even though a lot of people wanted to complain about. You know, people always, opportunists we'll call them, love using any example of something failing as like a way to extrapolate it to mean that it could never have not failed, you know? And those people are the scum of the earth who try to destroy good ideas using poor examples of execution, right? It's a tragedy, truly. But I like the idea. I like the idea that we can try to simply make a good 3-player map. You know? Maybe one day we could try to make a good 4-player map. Maybe we could have a 4-player map again one day. How about that? What a crazy thought. What a notion. What a notion in the ocean. Have you ever contrived of such a controversy? 4-player maps in my Christian StarCraft? Well, that's just too adventurous for me. That sounds like devil speak. That sounds like devil speak to me. Don't you dare speak your frivolities. Don't you dare speak your frivolities to me. 4-player maps? It could never work. So many of the best StarCraft games ever played were on 4-player maps too. Another tragedy, really. Do I have enough mines to survive this? He did walk into several of them, so I'd like to believe. I'd like to make myself believe. Oh, my eBay's dead. Yeah. Need the eBay. Maybe you never had an eBay. I don't see any turrets, Nate. Yeah, that's fair. I probably never built an engineering bay. Then bring the command center out here. You might as well. Might as well. We do have double engineering, or double armory going. We do have Yamato. I probably could have tried to want to, like, maybe go for his overseers with the Yamato, but it's tough. Opportunities and all that. No! Man, he's got a lot of Hydras. He's got a lot of Hydras. You haven't played for months because it got repetitive. Yeah, I think the last season map pool was really bad. I agree with you. It got stale. It got really stale. But they changed every single map this season. There are no maps from the last pool in this one, which was like one of the best things that I think they could have done. No, Nate, take the base, all right? Live your life. Live your life out loud, okay? If this man wants to kill you, make him do it with his bare hands, okay? Let him get evidence all over this fucking bitch, okay? Do it. Take the base. Take the base. And let's see if he can talk all that talk he was yapping in your DMs, huh? How about that? How about that? Let's see it. Let's see it. What you got, girl? I'm peacocking right now, okay? Don't get in my way. It's a shame. I'm just gonna assume this guy's saying a lot of nice things in the YouTube chat, but I can't actually read Korean, so sorry. Look at that. We got the planetary. We got the planetary with this bitch. Get him. Get him. I'm trying. He's got so many Hydras. Oh, they're all like 2-2, huh? Man, he was like one upgrade set above me there the whole time. Damn, damn, damn. Not enough window mines. Not enough window mines, guys. Alright, well, we have this base. We have a few more command centers we can work with. Let's see. Yeah, we'll try to retake this base one more time. Give it one more go. Need to upgrade to Window Mines XP? Hell yeah. Yo, Ziz, what's up, what's up? You don't like my bangs? He's not a fan of the bangs.
In the rear with the gear. What's going on?
It's like I finally got my 2-2, and now I'm expecting him to already be on 3-3 and have some other crazy ass big attack. It's gonna be tough. Yo, lover boy, what's up? What's up? Hey, Oddstar. Happy Monday, everybody. Well, this is gonna be just impossible, huh? This guy's been crushing us. Phillip Rivers is getting another touchdown. Beautiful.
Command center upgrade complete.
Command center upgrade complete. I don't know if he has like Vipers or Infestors. Since he has Vipers, the goal is to just get maximum distance. Look at that. Don't let me down, 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 down. Oh my goodness. Oh my damn. Oh my goodness. He's going ham. Woo!
You've mined out some of your minerals.
What's going on? Big job, huh?
The add-on's finished.
I am terrified, though. I mean, my guys are weak. They are hurt. They need a snack pack. They need some chocolate pudding. They need a little peanut butter with celery sticks to dip. You know, they need it all. Some Kraft macaroni and cheese, if we can pull that. Preferably, actually, the SpongeBob ones are. That's what the Battlecruiser's favorite are. I know I always say spirals, but the Battlecruisers, they actually prefer the SpongeBob mac and cheese. So just don't forget that, guys, okay? It's Christmas time.
Upgrade complete.
Now he builds Corruptors? Yeah, well,
Command center.
you know, at some point everybody realizes, you know, they have that moment where they realize they might actually lose the game to Nathanias, and then their fight or flight kicks in and they're like, no! You know?
Research is ready.
What's going on?
Go ahead. Barcode defeated. BEA beautiful. He was going into Ultralisks too. Cray. To be fair, we all need a snack pack. You know, I'm not going to disagree with you on that. I'm not going to. Sometimes I am doing a bit, but I actually, you know, the best jokes come from the truth. Something like that. Something. No, I started playing on Korean ladder again yesterday. I had to like do my whole 5 placement matches and everything, so it's been nice though. The queue is rough sometimes, but it's also like, you know, I really don't mind. I'm having a good time, so here I am. Here I am. Oh, the game placed me in gold to start. I started in Gold League. We've gotten promoted like 10 times since we started. So what beats BC Rush as Zerg anyway? Just go right into Corruptors? I mean, it's like what beats Marines? Just go right into Banelings? What is Nate doing trolling plat players? Yeah, but you guys know I don't smurf, though. Like, the only reason I would ever be on a low-ranked account is if I was leveling an account that I hadn't played on. But you guys know I don't ever come on here and just leave 10 games in a row and then leave League and then get placed. Like, I've never done that. I've literally I never would. That behavior is despicable. That type of shit, I don't play those games. I don't play those games. It's like all those people that complain about running into me when I play unranked on NA. And they're like, wow, I can't believe you would smurf me. I would never play you. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Terran vs. Protoss is fucking hard. I'm sorry I don't win enough games to validate you feeling like you shouldn't have to play against me, but this is just reality, bro. That's just how bad I am. I don't know what to tell you. I wish I could, if I could win more TVPs, I promise you I'd be a much higher rank and you wouldn't play me. Okay? That's all I can say. It's a hard matchup. I think the closest thing, the closest thing, if I really tried to stretch it, closest thing I ever did to that was when I got so fed up with getting proxy 3-racks every Terran versus Terran that I played that I didn't insta-leave TVTs, but as soon as I saw the proxy Reapers, I would insta-leave. I just stopped trying against those guys. Like, that, you could say maybe that was a low point of effort from me. I got broken in the summer of 2024 when it came to the proxy TVT games. You know, I can admit that, but I struggle to think of anything worse than that. It was just a lot of proxy Reapers, guys. Every map had 2 cliffs to jump into your base in that season. I feel like my hair's on my neck standing up. I'm all traumatized from this shit. But it happened. It was real, so. John Marine says, hey, I'm new here. So if I wanted to start playing StarCraft 2, would it be too steep a ladder to even try playing now since the game has been out forever? Well, you know, John Marine, I think one of the best things about StarCraft 2 is that there are so many different ways to dip your toes into the game. So first of all, as you may have heard, the game's free to play, but really the biggest entry point for you would be the Wings of Liberty campaign if you haven't played it before. If you haven't played any StarCraft, there's a full campaign you can play, and also you can play the beginnings of each of the other Terran and, the Protoss and Zerg campaigns. You can play the beginning of those for free as well. That alone will give you an idea of how much you enjoy playing StarCraft to some degree, even if it's just missions. But then there's also a lot of people who play the co-op versus AI, the raid mode. It's like basically like doing raids where you take down like a boss with objectives and you do it with other players. The co-op mode is one of my favorite modes in the game. So I think if you're interested in anything like that, then you don't have to worry about like other people that much. And frankly speaking, there are still definitely a lot of players on the lower end of like the scale because that's how scales work. But Yeah, it can definitely be tough getting into 1v1, because even at the low levels, a lot of them will still be players that have been playing for a long time. They might just be like bad at executing strategies. So when you're ready to get into playing 1v1, you're specifically asking about ranked. Well, that's fair. Yeah, well then I would say pick one build per matchup and just go into it knowing that it's run by an algorithm, the same way social media and stuff is. You're going to be steered towards a 50% win rate no matter what you do. So even if you are worried about it being really hard, you know, if you lose enough games, it's gonna settle you into a range where you're still gonna be able to get those 50-50 matches. And as long as you're getting those, then I think that you can play the game while learning. And you know, that's thankfully the system was designed specifically so that no matter how good or bad you are, you should be winning about half your games. So I just wouldn't think about it that much. The best time to dive in is now, right? What's the worst that could happen? You play like 20 games, hate your life, and you give up? Like, that's, at least you tried, you know? I couldn't blame you for that. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. But people get really hung up on it though. Like people convince themselves they should be able to go on like 50-game win streaks and never lose. And they don't understand that the matchmaking is like literally trying to specifically pick out a player they won't be able to beat as they win too much, you know. A lot of people don't get that, and then they get frustrated. So that's like the hardest thing I think mentally to deal with in the game. It breaks a lot of people to not be able to win every match.
Your base is getting blasted.
It's not too many stalkers. Alright, third's on the way. KK.
Command Center 2.0 ready to go.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
Hey man, Nate, you tell the good words. Thanks for that. Yeah, exactly. You got to be able to enjoy the process, you know. Everybody's always so focused on the destination. They don't care how they get there. But if you don't care, you won't be able to enjoy it. And if you don't enjoy it, then you'll be miserable because you can't really change the outcome too much. Getting better at the game literally just means that you get a 50% win rate against a higher bracket of player. Like that's the only thing high MMR means. It doesn't mean that you win every game. Even Grandmaster players aren't all that much above 50% most of the time. A lot of them don't actually break 55. But you can get, obviously, the very top players. You know, they can have crazy numbers. But that's like, you know, then you're comparing yourself to billionaires and shit. And if you think you have things in common with them, then then I don't think there's anything I could probably say to you to speak sense into you. The announcer just said something funny. Alright, I think we lose. GG. Yeah, stalkers, man. Top players are probably 70% plus. Well, over a volume of games, yeah, it really depends. But you know, this is my favorite thing about questions like that is that we can just go check, right? So it's like for some of these accounts, they'll have some pretty gnarly rates, but especially for the higher volume of games, like the very top players, you'll really see those big breakouts. But I imagine you look even just towards 100, and there's still a pretty even amount of win-loss for a lot of these players, you know? And that's the thing people don't get. Like, these people are Grandmaster on the Korean server. Wins 104, losses 95. Guys, like, 70%, it's like, at what point do we get to players having a 70% win rate? Like winning 10 games, losing 3, right? Or some shit like that. Or winning 7 games and losing 3. Like, even here, number 70, he's got 64 wins and 53 losses. It's pretty tight, right? It's pretty tight. Look at number 59, 20 and 11. Okay, that's pretty good, right? I mean, that's maybe 70%, but he's only played 30 games, so it doesn't really feel like a lot of data. Guy at number 51 is 365 and 298. I mean, that looks better than the other ones, especially with how many games he's played to get like a 70 game gap, but it takes a lot of games to get that far. But like you're saying 70% plus, but it's like, you know, at that point you got to be talking about like guys like Cyril. But even in the top 50 of Grandmaster, it's like 49 and 31, not a big gap. This guy's got a negative win rate. He's number 40, right? He's got number 4. He's got one more loss than he does wins, and he's number 40 on the server. A lot of these guys still have very close to the same number of wins as losses, especially the ones who play lots of games. You have to be absolutely delusional to tell yourself that you would ever be able to just have a 70% win rate without literally being one of the best players in the entire world or cheating. Like, the mentality to get better and improve, it just means you end up playing against better people, because the system balances itself by putting people against each other who are of similar skill. So it takes a lot. It takes a lot to really stand out. But the higher you get on the list, then the greater the discrepancy you'll see. Like, sort of here, like, this is actually nuts. The fact that he's number 3 on the Korean server with 313 wins and 137 losses, that is actually a fucking nasty win rate. That's crazy. The guy who's in second place has half as many games, maybe less than, but that ratio is also disgusting. 158 wins to 31 losses. Like, those are the top players for sure. Yeah, then you can definitely get to that point. But I'm just pointing out that even at the very highest levels, I don't know if anybody has an even win-loss in top 16. Number 16 himself is 38 and 26, which still feels pretty, you know, that's somewhat human. But yeah, this is definitely where the percentages start to break out a little bit more. Most of these players have at least twice as many wins as they do losses, or they have like a very low number of games. But like number 19 on the server, he's got 320 wins and 126 losses. I would say that's pretty impressive. So, but a lot of these games, it's either very low numbers of games, or you see they get equalized, especially so it's like you're not really breaking out of that unless you're like top 16 Grandmaster, which is crazy to think about. So if you're genuinely concerned about not being able to get your win rate above 50%, then you would have to already be top 16 on the entire server, because that's the only place where it would be an anomaly. Crazy to think about, huh? Nate, please, I'm just a temporarily embarrassed Grandmaster who's stuck at gold. Exactly. I can't believe every time I go on a 10-game win streak, I go on a 10-game lose streak. This game is dumb. Well, I hate to tell you, man, but the game actually thought you were going to lose 11 games straight, and the fact that you only lost 10 means you ended up higher than when you started. So even though you're salty AF, after the correction, you literally are like in a higher rank than you were before. You know, and people just, they can't see outside their own little forest to recognize that. But improvement is not going to show in your win rate. That's not where it's going to show up. That's actually where the MMR becomes very useful, because that will tell you exactly, you know. It's not what happened in those 20 games. It's like, where were you at the start? Where are you at the end? If you win 15 games and lose 5, but your MMR is the same, that's pretty horrible, right? Like, that would mean that you only beat people who were terrible, and you somehow lost to every person who was worse than you, or who was like, who was better than you, sorry. I beat 15 guys that I was 300 MMR higher than, and then I lost to 5 guys that were 300 MMR lower than me. I got 3 MMR per win, and then when I finally started losing, I lost 27 per game. But I went 15-5, even though I ended up with a net negative 200 MMR. It's like, you know? That's why you got to enjoy the process. You gotta be able to have some sort of fun with what you're doing. Okay? The system is gonna take care of everything else. You just do you. If you want to do the missionary position and copy some pro gamers build and, you know, try and narrow it down and file it into the sharpest weapon you can, go for it. But if you want to have a little fun, if you want to mess around, it's still gonna push you towards that 50-50 no matter what you're doing. So you have to be pretty actively destroying your own chances for that to not work. So have fun with it. Have fun with the game. What team do I like to win the Super Bowl the most? Who do I want to win this year? I haven't really thought about that too much. Not the Patriots. Not the Bills. I don't really care past that. Oh, how about this? The Seahawks. I would like the Seahawks to win. I think I've lived in Washington long enough now. I can say that. I would like the Seahawks to win the Super Bowl this year. Why not? 6'7". Hey, Young Poker. Hey, what's going on? How's it going, dude?
What's going on? SCV ready.
You think the Rams are the faves? Yeah, I've enjoyed what I've seen from Seattle. I've enjoyed watching them, and honestly, I feel like it's my son. You know, Sam Darnold. Like he started on the Jets. We did him dirty. We didn't give him anybody to throw the ball to except that guy who threatened a cop after he got pulled over for being high on coke. I'm not exaggerating. That was our wide receiver #1 for Sam Darnold for 2 years. Anyway, poor guy. And now he's balling out of control in Seattle, and I'm just like, you know, I love a comeback story. Everybody loves to see a hero triumph, right, over adversity. I hope so anyway. So yeah, to see Slingin' Sammy D pick up a ring would be nuts. I like the guys on the Seahawks. I don't know how injury marred they are. Some of these teams are getting pretty beat up. You're cheering for the Steelers? I can't cheer for the Steelers. If Aaron Rodgers wins the Super Bowl immediately after leaving the Jets, I'm never gonna hear the end of it. I'm sorry. It just can't happen. I hate to burst your bubble, but I'm just letting you know I'm not allowing it. It's not even an option on the dialogue selector. You can't even pick that one. I don't need to hear that joke for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying, dog? You know you're picking up what I'm putting down. Are you raising what I'm lowering? No, but this is my favorite thing to do versus Protoss, because again, like, this matchup is just an absolute nightmare. It's so impossible. So I just like to do this super cheesy shit. Just go for the Giga Cyclone all in. I try to use my sick Gosu Cyclone micro to make miracles happen. And that's it. That's all there is. That's all there is to it. So let's see. Let's see what he's got. The ending to the Lions-Steelers game was crazy, though. Oh, yeah, it was. It was, though. It really was. Hold me closer, Protoss player. Building bunkers in your base. Down, 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 down. Perfect. Let me expand here.
Your base is under siege.
Show me who you want to die. You got coordinates. SCV ready.
All right, then. There you go.
You didn't build your base just for it to get blown up.
SCV ready.
He did get his blink, right? That's something to keep in mind.
Show me who you got. You got coordinates or what? Show me who you want to die. In the rear. Show me who you want to die. Optics online. Let's go kill something. Adjusting for new coordinates. SCV ready. Ready.
All right, I think we're good. But the last time I said that, this guy smashed me. I just don't know how many stalkers he actually has, but we're gonna find out. You love the off-meta gameplay? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You better believe it. #1 Terran streamer. Don't at me. We goated. We goated. Look at that.
SCV ready.
Look at that.
In the rear with SCV ready. Optics online. Let's go kill something. SCV ready. Roger. Show me who you want. You got coordinate channels. Cycle console. Show me channels. Inside of it. Channels clear, boss. Console. You got coordinate cycle. Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
What you got? Baby, I want it. No?
Optics online.
Can finally make another orbital.
Coordinates are what? Got a target.
What's he got?
Oh, I'll get there. Adjusting for new coordinates. Nothing else.
Mind out a mineral field. Good thing you've got more of them.
SCV systems go. Cyclone ready for action. Got a target.
You Command Center 2.0 ready to go.
Ready. Open into position. SCV ready. Good job.
All right, let's see if we can get out on the map. He doesn't have too much.
Research complete.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action. SCV ready. SCV ready. I get ya.
All right, well, got rid of that quick.
Show me. You got coordinates or what? Channel got it targeted.
Yeah, I figured he'd force field it for you. That's actually not so bad.
Add-ons finished.
Got a target in mind.
Oh, he's got multiple prisms. Cheeky, cheeky, Calaris.
Adjusting for new.
Woo! How about that?
Systems go. SCV ready. SCV ready. Channel.
Oi, 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 oi. Ladies and gentlemen, are we gaming or are we gaming? Or are we gaming? I just want to bring you quality StarCraft, that's all. Even if it's comedic. Even if it's just me falling on a rake and you guys laugh, that's okay. It's all special effects. It's not real. My tears are all fake, I promise. I would never cry. I had my tear ducts removed. His observer is watching me. It's right here. I know it looks like I didn't click on it, but the air indicator will be here. Technically, it's on the ground in that spot. It's visually here, but it's like technically there. There we go.
Find out a mineral field. Good thing you've got more of those.
As soon as I moved out, he came in hot. Came in hot. I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Dave. Do I think they'll ever make a StarCraft 3, like, given an infinite amount of time? Yeah, I do. I do. I think given an infinite amount of time, it's on the table.
Upgrade ready. Nice.
And now for the finale, of course, we have to get battlecruisers. The cherry on top of the ice cream, as it were. Who doesn't like ice cream? Even lactose intolerant people, even if they can't eat it, it doesn't mean that they, you know, they wouldn't enjoy it if they had it. Doesn't mean that they wouldn't necessarily say that the flavor's bad, right? Oh, he's got disruptor. Oh, he walks right into it. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, pull back, pull back. Nice, nice. Trim the hedges, trim the hedges, trim the hedges. I'm refilling the bird feeder, refilling the bird feeder. Comms, comms. I thought if I killed it before it went off, I'd be okay. But, you know, I didn't end up getting to do that. Hey. Hey now. Hey now. Zealots are trying to tank. Oh, I think I got 2 lock-ons. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Excellent. And just get him. Just finish him off. No? Okay. That's fine. That's fine, too.
You got coordinates or what?
Beautiful. Beautiful. I said beautiful? Okay.
In the rear with the gear.
All right, then.
The enemy's taking fire at your
You get that. Boom, 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 boom. Fusion core. Core of fusion. Now this might qualify as bullying. We may be entering the oof. Well, you know, he got some damage done, so now I'm allowed to kill him again. GG! Beautiful.
You've exhausted that Vespine geyser.
Mm.
Comms open. Show me who you want to die.
What a game. That was pretty fun, actually. I need to get like a clip of that late game fight. It was kind of long, but I felt like that was kind of also awesome. Dawn of War 4 is coming out. You're somewhat hopeful if it does well. That might inspire Blizzard to begin looking at SC3. Well, it's like, you know, I think right now people's expectations, people are still like in the stage of having like they're kind of just getting used to lowering them because we're dealing with like a big thing in the industry, right? With like the AI stuff and companies trying to cut corners, but also there's not a lot of like venture capital type money because, you know, economic strain and stuff. You know, people think about it like, I'll say this about like even the Stormgate thing. You know, they got their financing from SVB, Silicon Valley Bank. But you know, Silicon Valley Bank was one of those guys that like got defaulted and had to be bailed out in like 2022 or 2023. So like, I don't know how, like, you just have to imagine, like, one of the partners they're directly working with for, like, their funding is one of these guys getting caught up in, like, this insane federal takeover bullshit that's been happening in a lot of banks the last few years. So I just think that there's not that much money going around these days, and that's one of the biggest reasons why the only things that are happening are, like, sure things, which obviously a lot of them fail miserably because they just assume you can slap something popular onto crap and, you know, I can put shit in a box and tell you it's guaranteed, but that doesn't change what's in it, right? Something like that. Would you rather have take the butcher's word for it, wouldn't you? Anyway, once people have a little more creative liberty because there's a little bit more operating and R&D budgets to go around, I think we'll see some more interesting games, and that's probably where RTS comes back into the mix. Like, if they end up slashing rates and decide to turn crazy money printer on, you really don't think somebody will be able to get some juicy low-interest loan to try again to make it another RTS game? That was when they got their funding, right? I imagine it's been impossible for them to get any more money out of anybody in the last year, especially. It's just, that has nothing to do. I mean, it has some to do, sure. There are companies that were able to secure some good interest-free debt this year, but you know, you gotta have a good plan to be able to do that.
FCB ready. FCB ready.
Yeah, his first half's been pretty good, I'd say.
What's going on?
Pretty decent game. Look at him chucking it. Oh my god, that's my favorite thing about even if they don't win this game, one of my favorite things about a guy like Rivers coming back is that he's exactly the kind of quarterback that will just chuck it. It's just nice. It's just nice to see somebody go out there with confidence and try and make big plays happen. I love that.
I'm going.
I'm gonna have to go into my chat after the stream is over today and just YouTube translate. I'm gonna have to Google Translate all my own comments to read what this guy's been saying, but it's been nice. Philip Rivers, Kalame. He came out of retirement. He came out of retirement to play quarterback for the Colts. Philip Rivers is back in the NFL. You did not mishear me. But pretty cool. Well, pretty crazy. But again, my favorite part is at least he's the kind of guy that he'll just chuck the ball. He makes it. There's exciting plays. Exciting plays happen. You know who didn't try throwing the ball deep at any point this season? Justin Fields. I'm not gonna cry. I'm okay. It's fine. I got over it. I'm so over it. I'm so over it. I don't even think about it anymore. You don't get why it took them 3 years to finally add ranked 2v2 mode. They finally have ranked 2v2. Oh, yeah. Maybe when they finally do the co-op update. It's not very inspiring. I still didn't really find it particularly inspiring myself, but I'm glad you enjoy it. Warcraft 3 refunded. Yeah, that game was super buggy. I mean, they didn't deliver on like any of their launch promises. Did they add Team Ladder to Brood War yet? I remember Brood War Remaster, they were like, it took them years to get in a bunch of the basic stuff they promised on launch. Interesting. So he's going Marauders. He's going Marauders. Well, then I don't need to make Cyclones. We can just build like a tank. I have a tank. Why do you think Heroes of the Storm didn't take off? I mean, the game didn't really. I mean, it's the same. It's like one of those. It's one of those like hubris things. Like they thought they could just do everything. They thought they could try to go bigger than what the genre was, I think. And frankly speaking, there's no actual cohesive universe for a game like that. As somebody who plays League of Legends, I can tell you that a big reason I didn't care about Heroes of the Storm is because I don't care about Warcraft. I played a bunch of StarCraft, I played a bunch of Diablo, but like, why should I care? You know, why should I care about the world of Heroes of the Storm? Why should I invest myself in multiple other games, universes of characters that I'm not really interested in, just so I can feel like there's some crossover? But it's like, you know, every game just kind of feels like a crossover type thing, right? Rather than a game taking place in its universe. And I think for me, it contributes to the feeling that nothing is really like genuine in the game, you know, like nothing is authentic in that way. It's like almost like a satirical take on Mario Party. It's like a satirical Mario Party that's not even like, yeah, I don't even know. But yeah, it was another one of those games that was made to be an esports title. You know, they were too preoccupied with doing it over anything that they could have done to try and guarantee like some bar of quality or what have you is being met. So. Damn. Well, that's okay. Sometimes it's skibbity bee like that. But yeah, like that's the thing, you know? I like the world of League of Legends. I don't care if it's like a fantasy thing, you know? I like I like that there's some bullshit argument that you can come up with and lore and banter and other types of crap, even if it's super limited, you know? It at least feels like its own thing. You know, they put a little effort into having an actual universe there. But just being like, yeah, we created the Mario Party where we just throw all of our IP into a blender and none of it is actually respectful of like what the characters are in their original games. And then I tried to cast that stuff and they were like, don't use the word kill even though the game says double kill. And I'm like, man, this is not going anywhere. Although I will say, I knew a lot of great people in the scene, a lot of their like players and commentators and stuff, and they were all good people who didn't deserve to lose their jobs when that game's esports scene got shut down. So I'd just like to say I appreciated Heroes of the Storm for what it was and the people that it brought together, but I couldn't really sell myself on a game that's only purpose was like being a crossover and mashup. The closest I got was I played a decent amount of multiverses. I did try that, mostly because I love Smash Bros. Damn, look at that. The moment I step out of my base, he is here. I'm just gonna go next. I ain't got time for that. If I get a rematch, we'll just like one base him so we don't have to deal with that. Tafe about Mario X Rabbids? Yeah. It also just doesn't help that they offered nothing to really unseat that. They offered nothing to really like unseat that aspect of, at that point, by the time Heroes of the Storm had been released, I'd already been playing League of Legends for like 6 or 7 years. So like I have skins, you know, I've got a ton of friends that I play with. I know a bunch of guys on the esports scene through them, right? Like I feel like when I was living in Sweden at the Good Studio, we all stayed up and like watched Worlds and stuff. Like I had investment in that scene, but like Blizzard never really tried to create that spectacle. They were just kind of going for headline crap, you know? Like sure, they got onto ESPN. Like yeah, they used their dick to open the door, I guess, because they're a big company. But like, did they actually do anything interesting with it? Was there anything truly innovative about their approach? The most innovative thing Blizzard ever did in esports was put a giant LED wall screen around the players as they play. Like, there's nothing interesting that's been tried there. Meanwhile, you've got these, you know, these Korean companies. You got companies like GOM and shit, and they're doing some crazy, you know, they're at least trying to push the bar. Some of the stuff those guys would do would be awesome. You think Blizzard ever cared to try and run a StarCraft tournament on the beach out in America? Try to do something crazy? Try to do something for spectacle? No, absolutely not. It's just a bunch of project managers managing each other into running the same event in a little cookie cutter format everywhere else, and then saying, well, this is how we did it for all the time, you know, this is how we've always done it. So that's it. We're just going to come in and we're going to play one group, and that's the only thing that's going to happen. If you like watching mathematical equations play out in real time, you'll love watching our esport. We have absolutely nothing that will surprise or entertain you beyond the raw skill of the games themselves, which these guys all want to pretend that they're copying real sports, but where the fuck is my watching a bunch of like 10-year-olds scramble to win a free year supply of Olive Garden gift cards during halftime or the commercial break, you know? Where's that? Where is that? You guys want to be like sports? Where's my t-shirt cannon? Huh? You don't even give away free shirts to people watching WCS in the chat. What are you doing? There's literally no incentive to be there at all. There's no rant, nothing. God, so squandered. Just a bunch of people saying all we had to do was get it there. The closest they had was they let you subscribe for some WCS emotes on Twitch, which I still have. You know, great honor for Nathan to have those. But I digress. Not enough.
Add on.
No, if they were trying to copy real sports, then the thing they would do to fill time before the grand finals, instead of asking the commentators to yap for 45 minutes, all right, is that's the moment where you grab some rando from the crowd and have him do an impossible challenge against an eliminated player, okay, and do something fun, even if nobody cares about it at all, because the whole entire point is that you get people in the game, you get the people that are there. Something that's a cool experience if it happens for them or whoever they went with or their friend, you know, doing something fun like that. Create memories for people that want to go out of their way to fly and rent a hotel and spend their whole entire day just sitting in a bleacher to watch you play a game, you know. Can do a little bit more. Do a little bit more than just run through all the games as fast as you can. One of my favorite things we ever did in WCS was, for a time, we actually did let people come to the studio in Burbank. People actually did get to, we had a studio audience for some of our shows, which was a really, really, really cool. I mean, it was really cool for me to be able to cast, even though I wasn't at like a stadium or something. Being able to cast with a crowd is always nice because you feed off their energy. So that was really cool. But you have to imagine for them being able to like kind of see the process, a little bit of how it works, and obviously getting to meet people, you know, is something that helps elevate it beyond just watching the game, right? I don't know if we had too much stuff that we gave away. I know they had lanyards and stuff. They had some the Barcraft goodie bags or whatever. But it would have been pretty cool, you know, if we had just being able to do like an interview with somebody. Like, hey, where are you from? Oh, Pasadena. Oh, you drove all the way out here. Yeah, you know, worst 30 minutes of my life. Oh, incredible. Who do you want to win today? You know, I really like Polt. I want to see Polt do it up. Go Polt. Oh, cool. Hey, there you go, guys. StarCraft fan from Pasadena. Richard Donglius. He's a fan of Polt, you know? Maybe that's too much. Maybe that's too much social stimulation for a StarCraft fan. But you know, I always. I certainly really enjoyed the parts of it that were about the show. It's not just about people beating each other in video games for money, guys. You're trying to sell an experience here. You're trying to sell an experience here. What you got? Baby, I want it. What you need? You know I got it. Shama shum. Shama 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 shama shum. But you know, it was also just a video game too. Sucks. Would have been cool. Would have been cool if they wanted to go bigger with any of that stuff. If we had some bigger ideas. It's a tough thing. It's a tough thing about white label projects. The Red Bull tournaments did all the fun stuff because they, you know, they owned their own product, right? So if they made shit, then they owned shit, and that was theirs. and they took that seriously. But like Blizzard didn't make it, right? They just paid ESL to do it, so. And ESL was like, well, if something goes out that's bad, people are just like, well, it's Blizzard, so. There's a little bit more leeway when you play the contract merry-go-round. Bam. GG. It's a lot. It's a lot of units. He drove the knife in deep. He drove the knife in deep. There was no escape. There was no escape for a young Nathaniel. All right, guys, I just got to use the restroom. I'm going to take my one break of the day, and then we're going to play some more games, okay? Got like another hour or two coming at you. Thanks for hanging. BRB. I am back. Thanks, guys. Gonna keep forgetting in a sec. Just eating a handful of Cheez-Its. All right, let's go. Let's get it. All right, we got a Protoss.
What's SCV ready? In the rear with the gear. In the rear.
Yo, Jesus, what's up? What's up?
SCV ready.
Happy early birthday.
What's bad news? Big job. SCV ready. Move it. What's going on? SCV ready.
Your SCVs are under attack.
SCV ready. Roger.
Silly goose.
Ben? Big job, SCV ready.
Killed him with the door. I clipped that one.
What's going on? SCV ready. What's your dime?
Adorable. Oh, you. Oh.
Man, go, go, go. Yeah, what? Armed and ready.
Happy Monday. The game's in halftime right now, so not a whole lot going on. Not a whole lot going on. Happy Monday. Happy Monday.
Your command center's got some new toys.
SCV ready.
Add on done. Swap away.
SCV ready. Optics online. Let's go kill something. Bad news? We could use some help here.
Wow, they got away with 1 HP. Rip. Rest in Alfredo.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action. Moving forward. 5-9. SCV ready. Optics online. Let's go kill some. Well, butterfly biscuit. Systems go.
Oh, he is rushing that immortal.
In the rear with
He's got that robotics facility on crank.
Your research is ready.
this better
Yeah, I just like, I don't think I could buy into the fantasy of Heroes of the Storm. I think that was the biggest problem the game had. It had no real identity of its own. The only thing it could say was that it was different, and that's not enough. Being different for the sake of being different doesn't make any sense. Like, you know, if you gotta have something that you can, you know, what was the elevator pitch, right? More maps than the other MOBA games. It's like, well, the thing that makes all your RTS games interesting is that there's already a bunch of different maps, right? So yeah.
Optics online. Let's see something. Taking some fire here.
Got him.
Show me who you want to attack. SCV ready.
GG, baby. Ah, damn. I feel like my average APM's been going up too. That's nice. I'm over a little over 700 on the Korean server. Must be the water. I feel like I haven't heard too much about Kittle this year. I feel like he's had a quiet year or something. I don't know. Is it crazy for me to say that? You didn't play HOTS until after its decline. You just felt like such a good group game because it wasn't as mechanic driven. Well, the more options that you have, right? The reality is, the less choices there are, the more the game simply becomes rushing to the best choice. And rushing to the best choice is kind of like, you know, in my mind, it's like the opposite of what a strategy game should be about. The whole point of a strategy game is that there should be so many options that, you know, a player should always have in the back of their mind, consider whatever the weakness of what they're doing is at some point in the game. In StarCraft, the games are like too fast for that to happen. Usually, if you don't have what you need, you just die instantly and the game is over if you're of even skill. So that's already like kind of, you know, a tough thing with the game, right? But it was before it was like overly patched, really. You know, the more updates that came out, it was usually steering things in a less interesting direction. So that was the hardest part. A long time ago, it became that it didn't really matter what build somebody did. You know, people are so good at the game now, and people have had so much time with it. You can defend virtually anything with anything, and nobody worries about any build anymore. Like, you literally just have to basically be paying attention, right? So it completely changes. You know, the only way to fix that would be to make a lot of wide sweeping changes that force people to relearn like deep level mechanics of the game. The Psystorm change is that, by the way. Like, that is a, you know, it's a game, it's a foundational shifting thing to change in the game.
It's time to kick things off.
But they need to do a lot more of that. And if they did that, then people would feel like all sorts of different strategies might be viable. And then people would be trying different stuff again, and people wouldn't be sure, and that would lead to just a lot of interesting games. But the best way to do that is to make everything really strong, and not, you know, that way you can be like, well, yeah, these are busted, but these are also busted, and this is busted, so people who do this, yeah, this is really strong, but it's not like there's nothing that can fight that, you know? Like, that's what your ideal needs to be. You don't want to say, well, this is the counter, so just make that. or play better. It's like, no. It should be like, well, these two different things that both need different answers are both good against it. Which is why you can try either one, because the player can't just blind counter both of them by doing the same thing. Which in StarCraft, our armies, again, the fights are so short. Most armies that a player is going to build, they have to be capable of dealing with everything to some degree. I was worried this was the first game I was not going to go CC first versus the barcode Zerg. I thought the proxy hatch was coming. I thought it was coming in hot. That's why I always say the main reason I love the battlecruiser builds is not because they're necessarily good, but because the battlecruiser demands, it insists upon itself a specific response. You cannot just blindly defend a battlecruiser build. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. You would always be in a bad spot if somebody BC rushed you and you didn't prepare for it at all. So that in and of itself makes it a great strategy, because much like a Nidus Worm, if you don't prepare for it at all, you're not usually blindly defending a Nidus Worm. So, and maybe with workers you can pull a little. You can't pull workers to deal with the battle cruisers. So BC rush might be better than Nidus rush. Jury's still out. Yo, pocketing pips. Yo. Sup, bro? How was your week? You know, my week was a week. Nothing really crazy to report. I am, just doing my thing. Streaming, making videos, applying to lots of jobs, and getting my exercise in. So it's good times. I had my desk in standing mode most of the day today. I was hitting the bag a little bit in between going through my VODs. So. You promoting DVD video? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Big DVD. They're coming back. They're coming back, guys. Big DVD. They're gonna take over. They're gonna take over the media market again. Physical media. All right, because you don't own anything that you buy anywhere. So, as soon as we get, everybody says they like that movie Fight Club. Everyone says they like Fight Club, but then they forget all the digital records get erased. All right, what happens to all your Fortnite skins? I'm just saying. Gotta be careful. Oh, I'm just messing with you, Pips. I'm just messing with you. We're playing some ranked games on the Korean ladder. I haven't played here in years, but since I'm streaming later hours, I can actually get opponents on the Korean ladder. So I've kind of realized, I've essentially realized that I don't only have to play on NA, because like the hours aren't good for Europe. I couldn't play EU ladder in this time zone, but I was like, oh my god, I could probably just play Korea, so I decided to try that, and I'm actually getting a lot less trolley games too, which is great. If he Nidus'd me this game, it would be so funny, because I'm being so lazy with the corner of my base. There's not a worm here. No worm in me bum. Okay, we're good. Phew! Here we go.
Add-on is complete.
Well, I'm gonna have two battle cruisers. I'm gonna have two battle cruisers.
What's going on?
Upgrade ready. Cool.
Be ready.
I'm not teleporting directly in because he already has a lair and extra spores, which just kind of screams to me that he's anticipating what we're doing to the degree where, you know, just for the sake of my viewers and my audience, I don't want to lose the game in like 3 seconds flat, because if I'm willing to give a little, you know, this game might be interesting for my viewers and my audience. So I can kind of take the risk of maybe I won't get as much done. But if he had corruptors kind of blindly, I wouldn't necessarily lose the game outright. So that way things can progress and hopefully, again, stay interesting for you guys. So just because the game's in a tough spot doesn't mean that I gotta, you know, give up on the show.
SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready.
I won't lie though, I definitely thought about it.
SCV ready.
You didn't build your base, but your SCVs didn't sign up to fight.
Yeah, he's got a lot of queens. But you see, he had to go for the dedicated response though, right? You guys see what I mean? Like, he didn't actually have a choice. He had to build corruptors. So that's the nice thing about the BC build. It gives you significant agency in the game. He's in a good spot, but it's only because he's committed to an extremely, again, expensive tech tree that won't necessarily have too much value against anything else. All right, he's running in the moment I move my units out with no vision. So, you know, he's Sussy Baka #1. Yeah, I'm just gonna go next. That seems a little that's another guy who just didn't do anything until the moment I left my base. So, what can you do? Looks like this one is slipping away from the Colts, though.
The quest for glory begins.
We've got another Zerg, but it's a different Zerg player.
SCV ready. What's going on? In the rear with the gear. Well, butter. What's SCV ready. Huh? What?
So we're going to send SCV Scout. We'll just see what he's got going on his side of the map. Oh, pool first. Ay, 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 gamer. Ay, ay, ay. Look at that. He's already got speed on the way, too.
Workers Command Center's got some new toys.
I see you. I see you. No Bane nest, though, so who cares? Just gonna keep everything at home. He already did all the economic damage necessary to himself. I got nothing to worry about. What can he do?
Your base is getting blasted.
Look at that. Overlord drop? I don't know. I'm not worried about that. Look at that. He's got Overlord speed. He's good. We're chilling. We're good. What's he gonna do? You forgot how good SC2 looks on Ultra? Yeah, man. It's a pretty game. It's a pretty game. I turned down some of the extra color settings I had on to get slightly more realistic shaders. Look how many Overlords he's got out here, too. He's crazy. He's crazy. Look at him go. I'm your biggest fan. I'll follow you until you love me. Papa, paparazzi.
Command Center 2.0 ready to go.
So live your life. Hey. Does he want to make me scamper? Do I get one? Hey, I did get one. That's nice, honey. That's nice.
Add-ons finished.
You guys think this dude's trolling with his overlords? What do you think? No, he cray cray. He cray cray. Mutts.
In the rear with
You've mined out some of your minerals. You've depleted that mineral field.
can't hold them alone.
Reporting for action.
Good thing you've got your base is under siege. You've mined out some of your minerals. You mined out a mineral field. Good thing you've got more of those, right? Research.
Woo!
Add-on done. Swap.
Ooh, baby. Woof. That was crazy.
Liberation is at hand.
What's going on?
Upgrade complete.
Think we're doing well?
SCV ready.
Can't really complain. Definitely stressful, but at least not a bad game, right?
You've mined out
Can't
some of your
hate.
minerals.
Can't hate here. Supplies like kind of a thing, but not the end of the world either. Just gonna get Liberator range. Just keep moving.
Back into the fight. Ammo is here.
Oh, Hydras, huh? Love that.
Upgrade ready.
Are you ready for this? In the rear with the gear. Waiting on you. Boy is here. Boy is here.
Liberation is at hand.
You've depleted that mineral.
Armed and ready. I'm going in. Waiting on you.
Oh, Nidus. Yeah. Well, we know what he wants to do.
Liberation is at hand.
He's gonna try and base trade us, right? That's the move here.
Upgrade ready.
This is gonna be tough. I mean, this is 100% like a max out and go all in him type match.
Right?
I think that's gonna be our move here.
As you say.
But it won't be easy.
You scared me.
All I can do is get Liberator range and then just try and use the ranged libs to break out.
Research is ready.
That's what we're gonna do.
Attention.
I just need Liberator range to complete.
You've mined out some of your minerals.
Yes, sir. Reporting for action.
And our scans are gonna be what keeps us in this game. That's all. I don't think that's everything. I think he's gonna run a flank on the other side, so I'm not like unsieging all of that. Yeah, because I was gonna say, I think he's got a ring of shit everywhere. So.
Reporting for action.
War is here.
How can we help? We read you.
What's going on?
Yeah, let's just go. Go for it.
Got it. Standing by. Incoming orders. Attention.
Getting fired up. What's
Command. Initiating.
This is what we thought, right? Yeah, he's trolling for sure.
Need something.
He is trolling. Yeah, let's go for it, dog. Yeah, I knew it. He's trolling.
How can we help?
He just thinks he's a funny man. That's all. He thinks he's a very funny guy.
Completed that mineral field.
You almost got me, bro.
Easy.
You didn't build your base just for
Beautiful. Beautiful. What a game. What a game. Nate has the sixth sense, yeah. Yeah, I was like, I left some stuff at home, but that's why I went into the Cyclones instead of trying to build more Thors. I didn't want to, like... I wasn't sure where he would have stuff. But after the way the game started, it was just so bizarre. Like, I really... His opener was like some sort of flex. It was like... It felt like he was trying to flex on me, and then he lost, which makes it better, but still. But still. But still, you asked the question, how does this happen? How does this happen? Look at his build, too. He extractor tricks and then builds an extractor. Incredible. I just wanted to see what the opener was. Incredible. 700 APM this game, though. Not too shabby. Not my worst. Not my worst work. Let's go next. Thors are good units, man. TVT. Alright, Terran versus Terran. Korean server. Definitely going to scout for proxy. Not taking any chance. Oh, looks like Kittle's hurt. That's unfortunate.
Let's go. SCV ready. Yes, sir. Go ahead. In the rear with the gear. SCV ready. Huh? What's going on? Ben? Bad news? Uh-huh. SCV ready. Will do. Ah! You scared me! What's... Bad news? SCV ready. Go ahead.
No, you don't want to trade? You don't want to 1v1 to the death there? You don't want to fight me?
Bad news?
See who wins in the arena? 1v1 me, bro. 1v1 me. You won't. You won't. He won't. He actually won't, though. He's not going to. And now he would be guaranteed to lose the 1v1, since a second SCV intervened. Tragic. You can tell he doesn't have gladiator blood in him. Or on him.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't see why he would get speed so early and do nothing with it. Yeah, exactly. It was kind of a funny... It's kind of a... I did feel like he was trolling me a little bit there. I felt as if he was attempting to get my goat. But what he didn't realize is that I, Nathaniel Fabricant, do not have any goats. Can't steal what I don't own, bitch. What are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do? Go out of your way to get me a goat just so you can steal it? Well, I'd have to say that would be a tremendous display of dedication. Can I write the goat off as a loss on my taxes when you steal it from me? Because if so, I'm willing to... We can do this. Might as well. Go ahead. Ruin my life.
What's going on? What?
I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and there's gonna be like 8 goats outside my door. That would be a problem. That would be too many. Don't send like 8 goats. That's a lot. It's a lot of livestock. All of them. All of the lights. Sorry, that was... Oh, that was pretty funny. I got him to pull every SCV that he had, so... Beautiful. We love to see it. That's all.
Channel's clear, boss. Show me who you want to die. I getcha. Got it.
Ready for dust off.
SCV ready. Ah! You scared me.
You know what? Screw it.
In the rear.
Straight to battle cruisers.
Talk.
Why not? Why not? I need to spread my wings.
The research add-on is complete.
Light flight's here.
Since he wants to go straight for reactor Vikings, why don't we just take that off the board for him? Why don't we just take that option away? What the hell? Bro has like siege tanks. I'm like, I don't think I can kill it, sure, but... Turn up the lights in here, baby. Uh-oh. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty bad, honestly. We might be cooked. We might be cooked. I will have the BC, but he's already making Vikings, so that's problematic. That said, I think our timing is still better than his, so.
SCV ready. In the rear with the gear.
Your command center's got some new boys.
What's going? Go ahead. Ah, hear me. In the rear with the gear. Huh? SCV ready.
Let's see what happens. Battlecruiser's on the way.
What's going on? SCV ready.
What you got? Baby, I want it. What you need? You know I got it. All I'm asking for is 2 to 3 SCVs, 2 to 3 SCVs. Oh, that's just not.
Center 2.0.
Sorry, guys. Tough titties. Tough titties on that one. Nice run by Taylor there. Come on, baby. Make it close. I don't have a horse in the race. I'm not racing in a horse race. We are not horses. We are.
It's time to kick things off.
What's going on? What's SCV ready? Yeah. SCV ready. Bad news.
It's Protoss this game. Back to Cyclones we go.
SCV ready.
Return to Monk.
Yep. Go ahead. SCV ready. SCV ready. Go ahead. Ah, SCV ready.
Roberto.
SCV ready. Huh? Bad news. SCV ready.
We're gonna do our Cyclone build here. Because we're trying to rank up. I want to see how high we can get on the Korean ladder. So I gotta do the build that has the highest chance of winning, which for me is the Cyclone Rush.
Going on.
It's the strongest build I have in this matchup, by far. Nothing else comes close.
Rear with the gear. Go. Big job, huh? Yep. Ah, scared me. Ah, you scared me.
Your add-on is complete. Command center upgrade.
Well, that could have gone worse. We just started the Twilight, that's good.
SCVs are being liberated in the
Anything outside my base, bro?
This ought to be good. In gear. Cyclone. What? SCV ready. Will do. Show me who can come. Fast systems go. Cyclone ready for action. Big job, man. What? Big job. Optics online. Let's go kill something. Yep. Cyclone, comms open.
Here we go. Here we go.
Bad news? What's going on? Channels clear. Systems go. Cyclone ready for action. I'm going in.
He does have some probes still mining here. The arrogance. The arrogance. Uh-oh. That's your ability to make stalkers right there. Hell yeah. All right, now we're both on the same path.
Your base is getting blasted.
Isn't that beautiful to think about? What a dumpster fire of a game. I love it, man. This is some crazy shit. That's the only thing you can say about this game. Whew. Who knows how it's going to end? Truly the game of the game. YOLO. Well, I think I'm cooked. I think that might be it, boys. Oh, he dipped, he dipped. See, we're good, we're good. Damn! I tried, guys. GG. Stalkers, bro. That's tough. That's a tough draw. He went Cybercore before Nexus, too. Ay, ay, ay. Maybe I should have just like pulled all the rest of my SCVs after I got him to cancel the Nexus for the second time. Maybe. I'll circle back to you. You know what I come up with there. Alright, we got a barcode Terran.
The quest for glory begins.
Ah! You scared me! Huh? SCV ready. Big job, huh? Yes, sir. Big job, huh? SCV ready. Go ahead. What's going? SCV ready. In the ring. Go ahead. Ah! You scared me. SCV ready. Yep. Ah! You scared me. SCV ready. Roger. Gotcha. Go ahead. SCV ready. SCV ready.
You're not working tomorrow, so you can watch with all your heart. There you go.
Big job, huh? Sure thing. What?
The command center's got some new toys.
Alright, feeling good about the setup. Feeling pretty good about our setup.
Ready.
Once we get towards the second Cyclone, it'll be safe to move out our Reaper, and then we can go see what he's doing. Even if he just kills the Reaper, it'll still tell us, like, what he has, so... That's my thought process slash approach.
What's going on?
Nice. Patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue.
Research has concluded.
Channel's clear, boss.
Command Center 2.0 ready to go.
Adjusting for new Cyclone en route.
Where is he going with this? Where do we go now?
Big job, huh? SCV ready. Yo. SCV ready. Ah, you scared me. What's going on? SCV ready. Got a target in mind. SCV ready.
There it is. There it is. My punishment for being alive. He sent his ravens around the outside.
Oh, SCV ready.
Clapped my behind.
Cyclone.
At least I got up to the second starport, though. We'll see how fast he can mobilize force to come attack me. It's an important question, that's for sure. I feel like that could have gone worse. I actually feel like that could have gone a lot worse, so...
I get ya. SCV ready. Nothing else.
Command. Job confirmed. Commence state your request.
Command Center upgrade complete.
fascinating. No ninja base. No ninja base. No third. No mind games. You heard? What exactly? Is this just another one of Jigsaw's tests?
Got it.
Yeah, he's trying to give me a little Tookus tap. He's going for a little Tookus tap.
Stop me.
Your research is ready.
Damn. He's got a lot of stuff. Damn. That went worse than I was hoping. That's for sure. I certainly was hoping for a better outcome than that. I'll tell you what.
You mined out a mineral field. Good. SCV ready. Research.
Let's see if we can find a way out of this. Out of this situation. This situation that we're in. The situation that we put ourselves in. That we were hoping to get into, but we are now attempting to get out of. Oh, it's fun. Isn't it fun to put the hot hand into the iron over and over again? Just to see if you'll make it out this time. What a rush. What a rush. Whoa, bro! What the? Bro's getting ready to build the largest anti. Look how many turrets he's got. This guy right here. This guy. The turret stocks are all up because of him. The companies that make the turrets and the schematics for them, their stock prices are through the roof thanks to this guy. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Crayola crazy. Yeah, you didn't even know that was an option, huh? He's Crayola crazy. Yeah, we're just chilling. I need to get enough battlecruisers to one-shot a base, which takes about 6 to 7. Unironically, about 6 to 7 battlecruisers to one-shot a command center. So once we have that many, we can start to get out on the map a little bit more. But until we have that many, getting out on the map is also not really an option.
Add-ons finished.
I don't think it's all supply block here. Alright, we've got enough. We can do something. We can make a little magic happen.
What's going on?
Yes, Commander. Oh, really? Who called in the fleet?
Here we go. There's the command center. You ready for it? I take your milkshake.
Upgrade complete. You mined out a mineral field. Good thing.
That's it.
Right?
That's unironically it.
Command Center 2.0 ready to go.
Whew. Unironically, unapologetically.
Yes, Commander.
What's your plan, man? I think the upgrades are the only thing keeping me in it right now.
Bad news.
All right, then, there you go.
What's going on? Big job, huh?
Yes.
Huh?
That hurt. But I mean, it's not like we don't have money.
Go ahead.
You've depleted that mineral field.
SCV ready.
Guys are depleted. You've bled the planet dry.
Yeah. SCV ready.
What is it?
What's going on? SCV ready. Well, buttermouth and feathery.
You've exhausted that Vespine geyser.
Acknowledge.
SCV ready.
All right. Let's go again.
Yep.
Upgrade ready. Moist.
My 3-3 is done. It's no longer possible for him to have an upgrade advantage on us, right? Just trying to take those things in stride.
Well, who called in the
He's got so many
On that
guys.
mineral field. Good thing you've got more of those, right?
Oh, he's scanning the airspace too. He's looking for him. Look at that.
Command,
This guy's trying to make himself look like Gosu God or some shit.
What's going on? Ben? Big job, huh?
Game over, Colts. That draft pick they gave us for Sauce is looking real good right now. Oh my goodness. Wow, he was like salivating at the thought of me getting rid of that. Yeah, go for it, brah. Just couldn't get enough battle cruisers. Close, close, but no cigar. GG. That was a crazy game. Crazy, crazy, crazy game. Let's go next. Thanks for watching, guys. Alright, we've got a barcode Zerg this time.
The quest for glory begins.
What's that? Huh? SCV ready. In the rear with the gear. Jordan.
Yeah, it's a crazy game.
Big job, huh? SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready.
I had to turn off the game. That's over. It's done so.
SCV ready. What's going on? Huh? Go ahead. Go ahead. SCV ready. In the rear. Bad news. What's in the rear? SCV ready. Huh? Huh? What? Go ahead. Huh? Big armed and ready.
Command Center 2.0 ready to go.
In the rear with the gear. What? Bad news? Huh? SCV ready. Who wants some? Yeah, yeah. What? Huh? Bad news? In the rear, SCV ready. Gangway. Go, go, go. SCV ready. In the rear with the gear. In the rear with the bad. Go ahead.
Yo, Dom Decono, tell me how you really feel.
Command Center upgrade complete.
SCV ready. What's going on?
Olive Garden should offer penne. Hell yeah.
Ready. In the rear with the gear.
Hell yeah, Harry. Hell yeah.
With the gear. SCV ready.
Add-on done. Swap away.
Yeah. SCV ready. Yep. Overdone. Ready. SCV ready.
Your add-on is complete.
Been a bitty Christmas season, so I haven't been able to watch as much as I like. But always happy to watch Nathanias steamroll peeps. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you. Thank you. I ain't as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. StarCraft is a good game.
Better be good. SCV ready. Wide.
O non commune come nei chatas.
Add-on done. Swap away.
I told you I had every line of Hot Fuzz memorized, okay? Sometimes I do the chant. I don't know 100% what he's doing, but I'm just kind of like, you know, gonna get there. My medium plan. He's coming in for that hot scout. He's coming in, oh lord. That's okay. That happens.
This better be good. Go, go, go!
SCV ready.
What's the longest stream I've ever done? The longest stream I've ever done was when I did the StarCraft 2 achievement hunt competition. I came in second place behind Destiny. It was pretty sick. It was actually one of the first ever Twitch Rivals events. That's my highest prize pool for a StarCraft 2 competition I've ever made. But because it was like a variety event, obviously it doesn't really count as like a tournament winnings, tragically. So, you know, it would have moved me quite a ways up if it had counted. But I streamed for like 25 hours. I got every single achievement in all of the StarCraft campaign. Like all of them. Every single one. Including feats of strength. All of them.
Search is ready.
So that was the longest stream I ever did. Shit was pretty cash. Yeah, take what you can get, right? Yahoo! Beautiful. Yeah, 25 hours. 25 hours was the longest. But I made, I think that was like 9 grand. It was pretty sick. It was pretty sick. I was racing against like Winter and Neuro and Up a Tree.
Your command center scouts are deployed.
SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready. Go ahead.
Add-on.
But that was one of the coolest things we did in StarCraft. Definitely.
In the rear with the gear.
I miss when we did variety events like that. Why don't we ever see a pro play your build? I mean, people just are better with other stuff, I guess. I don't know. I've always prided myself on offering something different than what other people do. Like, people who try to, like, logically understand why I do what I do, they have to like do really insane mental gymnastics to get there, because I literally just enjoy doing stuff other than other folks, you know? Like, I quite literally get off on the fact that my builds are not viable and that people think they're bad because I get to clown on top level players all the time, and I've obviously won a lot of games in my career against good players, so for me it's a point of pride to cook my own recipe, but I think other people don't do it because for the most part, you know, that's just how they like to play the game. At least I would hope that the reason why they don't play my style is because they don't think it would be fun. I am completely fine with admitting that my style just may not be fun for most people to play. I just assume that's the reason.
Go ahead. Upgrade ready. Moist.
But battlecruisers have also been nerfed over the last few years. They're not as good as they used to be. So I think that and the Raven also got nerfed a lot. So stuff like that probably plays into it a little bit. I think if those units were better, you'd probably see more people try to use them competitively. But like, you know, there needs to be some sort of value proposition. There needs to be something to gain.
Yes, Commander.
What's going on?
Who called in the fleet?
What's going on? What's going on?
Damn. Homeboy is determined. Yeah, you can have a BC or two to secure all your corruptors. That's okay. That's fine. I actually really didn't want to lose this base, so that's fine by me.
Command Center 2.0 ready to go.
SCV ready. SCV ready. Bad news. Big job.
You completed that mineral field.
Step Brothers is such a good movie. So fucking funny. Yeah, what's your plan? I think I might be able to fight him.
Man the rear with the gear.
What is it?
His corruptors are 0-2 and my battlecruisers are 3-3, so I think that explains quite a bit. he mad. He mad. I think we broke him. Bro is pissed about us taking that base. Bro is pissed. I have so many command centers too, like rebuilding SCVs is kind of trivial for me. But he's reminding me to get building armor, which is nice. That's polite of him. Go straight for all the tech.
Good thing you've got more of those, right?
Upgrades are good, man. That's all I have to say. Got him. Beautiful game. Beautiful. Look at all these bases. Not enough. Not enough. He did his absolute best to take every single base on the map, and he failed. That was nice. That was nice. That was a really nice game, actually. I enjoyed that substantially. Crazy game. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Ooh, all right, let's try one more game. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. I can do one more. We have medevac for bio, but we don't have science vessels for multiplayer? I think SCVs do that job pretty well, personally. But I understand where you're coming from. I mean, we did almost have the Raven have a repair drone ability, which would have been sick. Damn, look at that, guys. I crushed the barcode so bad he didn't even want a rematch. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's actually such an ego boost. Guys, a barcode dodged me. A barcode dodged me. I actually think that's a great place to end the stream. That's pretty funny. I'm going to take that as a sign. I'm going to go make myself dinner. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Appreciate it. Oh, that's funny. That's really funny.